Morning, yes. Well, we get a reader from something. So these are the minutes for the 7th of the 1st, 2025, which was held right here at Pleasantville Community Center. The meeting was called to order at 10:40, followed by the USH announcement. The national anthem was sung, followed by the TTARP prayer. The chairman welcomed all present. As this was a Thanksgiving meeting, the vice chair was asked to say a prayer, followed by some wonderful songs we all knew and took part. Mr. Bradford also said a prayer on Thanksgiving. Mr. Philip, this is a lay reader from St. Clement's Anglican Church. He gave us a motivation talk on Christianity, all of which was well received. Having completed the prayers, the songs of thanksgiving by other members, we proceeded to the other events of the day. Mr. Mann introduced Mr. Randolph Richardson, a lawyer by profession, who spoke to us about revisiting our estate planning. This was totally interesting by all present, not forgetting at question time, which was not coming to an end. So we all have to visit him at some time. Entertainment. At that meeting, Ansel Valley gave us a wonderful song and dance during that Thanksgiving service. Other business, omissions. The names of the Parang group that we had at Christmas, that Christmas meeting in December, the lead singer name was omitted. Her name is Francisca Alad. The name of the Parang group, Dynama, I knew I had to keep practicing this, but I'm so glad so many of you know the name. What a wonderful group that was on that day. Also omitted from those minutes was the MC. That is Mr. Mann, who gave us a wonderful session. So we thank him. There were 12 new members at that meeting. The chairman welcomed them all. Members present at that meeting was 154 persons, including the executive. The meeting ended at 1:15 p.m. Yours respectfully submitted, June Thompson, Secretary. I want to ask at this time anyone who have any corrections or admissions, if they can do that now, please. Okay, as there's no omissions or corrections, I wish to thank you all to enjoy the rest of the meeting. Confirm. Sorry, to confirm. I need... Okay, Ingrid, thank you very much. Okay, members. Seconded. Oh, yes. I'm seeing you, Tirora. Thank you. Yes. Okay, thanks, members.
Okay, now, Testing. We'll now have the Treasurer's report. The Treasurer's report now.
The Treasurer's report, again, excuse me to fix it up, but the Treasurer's report will be read by our Treasurer, Lynn Mackenzie.
Good morning, members. Before I read my Treasurer's report, I want to give you an update on our application to open this bank account at Republic Bank, Gulfview. They requested certain documents from head office and from us, from the signatories of the bank, the signatories to the bank account. We are in the process of collating all of the documents to be submitted to Republic Bank. So it is a work in progress. We are not sitting on it. We are actively pursuing it because it is in our interest to get the bank account opened. Okay? Hopefully, I am hoping that by the end of the first quarter, we are going to have that signed, sealed, and delivered. So now on to the Treasurer's report for January. Balance brought forward from the December's meeting, $3,336.75. Our receipts for January totaled $10,118. This constituted members' subscriptions, surplus from the December outing, and surplus from the Christmas luncheon ticket sales. Our payments, which I have broken down into 3 categories: administrative, meeting expenses, and other. Our administrative expenses were $1,950. That constituted rent, the DJ fees, the chairperson's stipend, and the stipend we pay to the person who arranges the chairs. Our meeting expenses total $1,536, made up of tokens for our guest speakers, the tea table refreshments, $1,075, and refreshments for our executive meeting held on the 21st of January. Other payments total $1,504.80, made up of a refund to Sylvia Chingming, which Sylvia told me to hold. She's not accepting it at this time. Payment to TTARP headquarters for the lunch. We invited members from the TTARP head office to lunch, 2 of them, and we paid for their lunches. And a donation to Jacqueline Phillips' granddaughter, $354. That was a leftover from monies collected from you for social outreach. So our total expenses overall was $4,990.80, leaving us with a surplus of $5,127.20. So the balance carried forward to February, which is our opening balance this month, $8,563.95. That's the end of the report. Any questions? No? Thank you very much.
Thank you, George Treasurer. Thank you so much. Is Mr. Hinkson here perchance? Just checking, he's our first presenter. Okay, while we await him, I will just bring an update on what's happening. First, I want to thank the members for last month's meeting. Our January meeting, or Thanksgiving meeting, was hugely successful based on members' output. The refreshments for members, because normally we have a high cost for refreshments, the refreshments were supplied by members and they were surplus that we could have put, extra into our hampers. So the refreshments, thank you so much. Our donations, We asked members to bring donations for the needy, and we were able to give out 3 hampers, and we gave 7 boxes, the Hope Center, the Mothers Union Children's Home, Court Shamrock for persons without, to assist persons without homes. St. Paul's has a Feed My Sheep program where they assist persons, we gave them. The Lady Hochoy Home, St. Vincent de Paul's Home, and the home, a shelter for the homeless at the wharf. So we gave, so applaud yourselves please. You were very, very, very generous, and I thank you for that. While we await this presenter, let me fill in with other bits and pieces. We went to the logos. We went to...
Okay, this is the borrowed money from the center, so I was using this line. Okay, we went to the logos, and again, support by the members. When we go out, and I need to stress this, you will find that the Treasurer's report this month has a nice surplus. But normally our expenses are way beyond what we collect from member subscriptions. So the balance of what we do is when we go out, whatever surplus we get, we put back into the system so that we can pay for those things. So whenever members go out and they support, I thank you. So although the locust visit, it's okay, we'll come with you. The locust visit, thank you for that. We also went to the Big Sun Meeting, which wasn't really a fundraiser, but again, we had members representing Purple Diamonds because it was very interesting. That was held by the head office, the Carnival Pooler Big Sun Meeting. Okay? So that was also well attended. Now, when we talk about upcoming for February, again, for the new members' benefit, we try, because this group is about education and socializing, about making our golden years together one that we can enjoy. And the way we enjoy it, 2 ways. When you come to meetings, we try, of course, to give you a presentation that will help you educationally about various things, health, etc. And also we have entertainment. And in addition, what we do is we try to go out every month. So our January monthly outing was the lowest. The February monthly outing, in recognition of the carnival, of course, the support that is needed, we are going to Queen's Park, Savannah, okay, on the 24th, Monday the 24th of February. That's when they have their National Junior Calypso Competition. So the National Junior Calypso Competition, I think there are about 12 finalists. We will be going to that and supporting the young people. Following that, there's supposed to be a carnival village, which is next also in Queen's Park, Savannah. So hopefully that the competition will run until after 1 because the children have to leave after. So they tend to keep it tight. So by 1 o'clock for a couple hours, we can visit the carnival village, which we contact for, and it tends to be quite interesting. So we will go there again. Our fundraiser, and we have a fundraising committee who's going to try to raise funds for us. Our fundraiser for this month is our curriculum. Now I'm noting our persons taking information, taking orders. That will be held on the 21st, Friday the 21st of February. The curriculum, now you can come, order the curriculum today, collect the curriculum on Friday, but also on that Friday, you want to have a small bonus except for spiritual, whatever persons wish to say. You'll be getting prizes. So if you come, if you enter it, and feel free to submit your names. If you enter that, it will also be on the Friday. This will start around 10:30 because we want to finish early. So as I said, you can collect the curriculum, the various prices that are listed there. You haven't yet ordered your curriculum, or you can stay after you collect the curriculum and socialize a bit. Okay? $45. 45 for the veggies, right. 55 for the chicken, and it's chicken, potato and char and pumpkin, right? So you get that for your 55. You can get dal puri, beef, or you can get paratha or some. Okay, you can get either one. For the veggies, you will of course get chicken, but you will get in addition, you will get body and body. Yes, you get body and char. Yes, it's a challenge. Try. You will get body for $45. Okay, so you will get body with the other things for the veggie for $45.
So, this is turned out to be wonderfully interesting. Anyway, so we have the chicken, 55, and the body and the veggie curry, 45, with body and the curry, the chana and potato, and of course, pumpkin. So we do hope that you patronize and you support. And I do hope I have a voice at the end of this. But I'm going to try. Okay. Ms. Mackenzie is the speaker, the other speaker here perchance? Neither one. Behind me, Satan. That's what you said? So he's rebuking whatever else is there that could go wrong. So we will stay with it. Today we had asked Mr. Hinkson from TTARP because he wanted to update seniors about the benefits that TTARP offers. So we had asked him to come in today to have a chat with our members. Also today, we have a gentleman from the Santander East Junior Secondary. He's also supposed to come in to chat with you all about the extempo. He's a music teacher and he would come in and chat about what happens with extempo. Okay, so those are the two things we were supposed to have. Okay, reminded for the Curricula Day, we are hoping to have a soft bar sale, not hard bar, soft bar sale. So some drinks will be on sale. We're also trying to organize for the sale. You don't have to order this one of Chia pork. So she'll probably bring some of that and also sell that on that day. And I'm hoping, I'm praying this is one of the gentlemen that we are waiting on. I see somebody by the door. Right. Whoever it is, we take him in. Good morning. Okay. So while we, are you our guest, sir? Okay, which one? Name, please? Jonathan Hinkson. Mr. Hinkson, come right on up because we are waiting on you. Right, so those are for now the announcements. Oh, by the way, one of our members, Annie Mandy, she has some plants outside. She's not selling them, but she says after the meeting, whoever wants the plant, you can't all rush her. She doesn't have 100+ plants, but she has some plants outside that she's giving away after the meeting. So we welcome on stage now Mr. Hinkson, who will tell us all about himself and what he's doing here from TTARP. Said if you're not purchasing the curriculum, if you could still attend, there will be a minimal cost. We will put it on the chat. But those, because the idea was that you come with the curriculum tickets. Of course, those who have the curriculum tickets will come in free. But when we see, I will have to look at the sheet and see how many orders we have, because that's the main thing. And then those who are coming without tickets, who just want to come in to socialize, we will send it out in the chat so you will know. By the way, the new members from last month, January, you need to see, before you leave, you need to see our PRO, Lorna Berkeley, for some information. I think it's her or somebody by the desk. You need some information that need to be put down, okay? And for our new members today, we have 3 chats. We have Chatterbox, we have Group 1 Purple Diamonds, and we have Group 2. You must put your name down because our information we give out through the chat. So you must leave your phone contact, okay? Group 1 and Group 2 is for the executive to interact with you all. Chatterbox is for all of you to interact with each other. Right. Any other questions? Okay. Oh, the new member. Apparently they left out a new member. Christine Gay. Where are you, Christine? Christine Gay there she is. She was left out, so we need to welcome her specially. Welcome, Christine. Right. Let me see any other things while the Educational Committee is preparing, and this is for interest for all, particularly new members. What we're looking at is doing a booklet. So Anna Mahes and some others, they're going to be doing a little booklet on Purple, not a booklet, information page, let's call it that, so that you all can get some information when you come on Purple Diamonds, because at this point it's very necessary. The Skills and Entrepreneurship Committee, they would like, and people tend to call me and say they want to sell items. We welcome members who would like to sell items, but we only do it 1 per month, like we said, things that could go wrong. So we're doing 1 per month. So you need to give your name to Arlene Wilson. There's a number for her also. You can also call her if you want. Even if you sold things last year, you can also sell again this year. But we're doing 1 per month. Okay. The Refreshments Committee would like persons to remember that when they serve the refreshments, please remain seated. I know the excitement last month, persons were sort of crowding by the door, but they prefer to serve the refreshments while you're seated. Membership database. How many persons have filled in that database form by now? Anybody has submitted a form by now? Just sort of wave your hand around so I could get it. Right, I'm seeing quite a few people waving. We need that. That's direct from head office. We need that because we have to keep track of our membership. So that's the first thing. We also need it because a couple months we want to start what we used to have before with a little difference. Every quarter we would have a little birthday special where members would get little tokens, etc. But to do that, we need to know when these members have birthdays. Right now, what we do is we give out cards every month. But for our birthday club to get restarted, we need your information. So I believe they have some forms today, and before you leave, please take them. Okay, and last on my putting together information, tours and events where we have things going on, but also I want to encourage members, not just for tours and events. We have about 10 committees. I will send it out on the chat again. We really need members to assist with the committees. Like for the fundraiser committee, we want to plan an Easter fair concert right here. It will include modeling by members, including badge suits. So it will include modeling and everything else. So you need to get together, we need to get together, and I don't know why they're laughing at badge suits. We could model badge suits. Okay. We have some very adventurous members here. So, right. Yes, Taris. The former events committee. Okay. She says that she's interested in the report from the former events committee. New members, or some of you may not be aware of this, the executive changed in August, yes, and we haven't had a new executive. One of the committees that had to report to us was the events committee. So we were waiting on information from them. So far, we have gotten some, and I don't know if Christine Taylor is here today. If she's here, could you meet us after the meeting, please? Or anybody associated with the financial part. Because we got some receipts submitted, but they're not quite clear. So the state of it at this point is they brought in some items, so we have all various little things that we have outstanding. I hope we have all of it by now. But in terms of the main part, in terms of finishing the financial aspect, because of course you have to account not just to us, this is from head office. All monies that are spent by all zones, we have to submit to them. Every month we have to submit our monthly financial report to head office, and they're very strict about that. So once we have anything like this, if it's not in our financial report, and of course events committee affair wasn't in the financial report, we have to submit a separate report to the treasurer at head office. So before we could send up the receipts, we need to be clear what the receipts to date. So that's the stage we are at now, where we have gotten a package of receipts, but the treasurer who had them wasn't clear about some of the items on the receipts. Plus they were kind of faded, so we need the treasurer, the events committee person who was in charge of the financial part to help us with that so we could submit that. Okay, Dr. Jupiter? Okay, I understand, we too. Once we can meet with those persons I call, because to submit the receipts, we have to have the information. So we need to clear that. We can't submit to them and then they come back and ask us what the receipts are for. Okay? Okay. I appreciate what you're saying. We too are very stressed by not having to close off that aspect. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, they have the, oh you're asking about the Calypso, yes, that's part of the, if you want to put your name down for the trip for the Calypso, Junior Calypso, the sheet is by the door, they're collecting the names and the monies. Remember that it's one trip, so it's $120 to cover transport plus entrance into the savannah. As usual, you have to talk about that, and normally we give a little bribe, because what we say, once we order the maxi, we have to pay for the maxi. So that's why be careful when people say they will come, because a couple of people have told us put their names down, and then they change their mind. So we try to be very careful how we do that part of it. Okay? No problem. Okay. Any other matters? This is, I didn't realize it's such a grand display this morning, but we will bear with you. How much more minutes in? One of our favorites is here. He has a special announcement. He'll be back with us to do other things, but we're going to talk about his announcement.
All right. I wouldn't take Miss Ocho's mic because, you know, she's looking very comfortable. And they done try to move she table already. And not touching her mic. Good morning, everybody. Wow, great. Just one question. I would like to see all the mothers. Could you just raise your hand if you're here and your mother? People who are mothers. And of course, Ms. Ocho, let me know if you have mothered people as well. All right, good. Fantastic. Now, you know, because it looked like I tried to force myself into Purple Diamonds. I've been here quite a few times. And every time I come, I big up my mom. I say, you know, that's my mom. Because she's not here today. She's a very busy woman. I don't understand her. Yes, she'll probably come out later. I'm one of those people that grew up in a single parent home. And my mother raised me in Broadway, where there was a lot of, you know, negative elements. She raised my brother, my sister, and myself, and we grew up to be good people that contribute to society, and I'm very proud to have said, to say that it's due in great part to a strong woman, Hazel Valley. And when I look out here, thank you, I see equally strong women. Now, if I ever decide to enter public office, this day would be the day that helped me to do that. Because today I came to invite every single mother to the celebration of my 25th year in music. Yeah, I could clap that. 25 years, yeah, 25. When I started, I didn't have this gray beard, all right? And we're doing a fantastic Mother's Day concert. And I want to invite every Purple Diamond mother. Now, this is how important you are to me. The entrance at the door is $4.50. But for Purple Diamonds, listen, for Purple Diamonds, and because this is with a meal, this is a Mother's Day buffet concert, I'm taking $200 off. And yeah, $250. Wait, hold on a second. I don't know if it's because I have the mic on a stand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fantastic concert. Anybody ever been to Ansel Valley concert? If it's been, now wait, if it's been great, I want you to stand up off your seat and say, it's been great. Right. Thank you. These are fantastic events. I've done it with you in mind in terms of real wholesome, excellent music, bringing out my 14-member band. Real music. Food, comedy, fashion. Sasha is going to be there to do the makeup. All of this for $250. However, you can clap there. Yes, you can clap there. Right. Now, that is not the cost of this thing. Right? This is not the cost of this thing. And because I could only do 200 of those tickets, now after Purple Diamonds, I have to go to the Forever Youngers, I have to go Faizabad, I have to go Princestown, because it's for TTARP. But I want Purple Diamonds to be there in force, because this is the place that I feel like an honorary member of. For some reason. About 5 years, 10 more years. Ladies and gentlemen, these $250 tickets will only be available until they're done. I'm going to tell everybody, you'd be surprised how quickly at $250 this will go. I have a database of about 700 people from concerts. I just send them a WhatsApp, you know it, right? And so I've come to you before I even send it out to them. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's not Mother's Day anytime close, but the last time I didn't come early, we had a clash of the dates for the Christmas concert. So I come in early this time to personally invite all you mothers, come and join me at Achievers. The Saturday before Mother's Day, Saturday, May the 10th, I believe, $250. If you want to get the tickets, anybody interested? Anybody interested? What? I seen some hands. Listen, I come to invite every mother. This is the best show, and I'm not just saying that. If you're interested, you'll take my number and you will WhatsApp it.
We have a presentation from TNTech.
Shocking. We have a presentation from TNTech. Shocking. Right? Let me finish. You take my number and then I will come back. The number, make sure you're writing it down. When you're ready, tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're ready. Well, some people are really quick, boy. All right, most people ready. You'll get from somebody else. The number 377-6437. The number again, 377-6437. cancel. So you WhatsApp me, you tell me how many tickets, and we work it out. I'll get it to you. This is basically for this week. TTARP is ready. Please put your hands together. TTARP is ready. And they're going to do a presentation. So I'll be back after it to do a little music and show you what we're doing in the concert. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Hinkson from Mr. Hinkson from the Chicago Electricity Commission is going to give us a slide on electricity and maintenance and all the necessary things. I'll put you over to Mr. Hinkson.
The movie table here.
1 second, Just take one side out.
Okay?
Yeah.
You all can see from here? Better? Yes, okay, good. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So I know that we had a bit of technical difficulties and we have a little late start, but I'm hoping that I could make the presentation as impactful and as meaningful in the amount of time that we would have, right? Firstly, I want to give thanks for God for everybody being here, everybody reaching safely. So could I have a round of applause for everybody being here? Great. So my name is Jonathan Hinkson. I do outreach presentations on behalf of TTARP throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Is anybody in the audience have been to one of my presentations before? Okay, that's good, that's wonderful. So, I am Jonathan Hinkson. I have worked at TTARP for the past 17 years. I'm a manager in the Regulatory and Compliance Department. My job title is Consumer Liaison Officer. Now, TTARP has committed to doing presentations throughout Trinidad and Tobago to sensitize the public on things related to TTARP and also on things they feel that you should know, rights and responsibilities. Now, my method of delivering a presentation is very different. I try to make it as customer-centric as possible because I believe that I don't want to waste your time. And I know that you value your time and you probably had a long morning. So I'm going to streamline the presentation in terms of things I want you to know. And I also want you to feel free to ask any questions that you want. Remember, you have a TTARP representative in front of you now. You may not have this opportunity for some time. So feel free to ask everything under the sun and I'll do my best to try to answer you. Everybody okay? Right, perfect. Right, so then I'll be good, right? If I'm going too fast, feel free to tell me slow down. By show of hands, how many people are aware that if your bill is under $300, it's supposed to get back 35% of the bill?
But I don't get it back.
So it's about half of the audience, right? So I'm going to put it up on these slides because these slides is important. So going slow. If your bill is $300, inclusive of customer charge and VAT, you're supposed to get back 35% of the bill on your bill. Now, this is a bill, a sample. So you see where the yellow arrow is? The yellow arrow indicates that you have a 35% rebate. So, for the people who may not be seeing, they'll just run the math. If your bill was, give or take, $83, we would have calculated 35% of $83, which would be $31, and subtract it. This happens automatically for each billing cycle. So if you're not seeing this is something I want to make sure you bring to TTARP attention, because this is critical. You don't want to have to pay for things that you shouldn't. You should always get a rebate of 35% of your bill once it's under $300.
this happens automatically. Anybody have any questions so far? Yes. Under 300? Okay. Okay, good. So, I will go through in how you can get your bill reduced. I don't know if it will get it under 300, but we will look at some of the reasons why the bill goes up. Everybody okay? Any other questions? Yes. Yes, that rebate is for everybody, all residential customers, every billing cycle. Everybody okay, right? I'm going to talk about, that applies for every demographic of customer. Now, there's something specifically for customers over 65. Right. So now, TNTech falls under the Ministry of Public Utilities. The Ministry of Public Utilities has a program called the Utilities Assistance Program. Firstly, starting off, Jonathan did not come up with the criteria, or does he not work in the Ministry of Public Utilities? My job here is to make sure that I educate you and equip you with all the tools necessary so you know how to navigate to make it better for your household and your extended families, right? So I'm saying that first. Right. If your bill is under $200, you're over the age of 65 and or have a disability, and your household income is less than $5,000, you can apply to the Ministry of Public Utilities under this program for the government now to pay your bill for you on an annual basis. Okay, so I'm going slow again. We're going slow again, right? Cool. You all mind if I sit here? Okay, good. I'm saying, if you're over the age of 65 and or have a disability, your bill is under $200, and your household income is less than $5,000, you're going to apply to the Ministry of Public Utilities under the Utilities Assistance Program, where you can apply for the government to pay the bill for you once it's under $200. This program runs annually, but remember, you must have the bill under $200. Everybody understand? Yes? Okay, we good. Yes? Yes. Yes, it must be the person's name. Anybody have any questions? Yes. So his question is if we have a form under the program. Yes. So the form is available at TNTech service centers or at the ministry. However, I don't want you to have to go through all of that headache. So please, I'm going slow again. Now, I do this throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and I go slow. I'm going to give you TNTech's numbers. Then I'm going to give you TNTech's WhatsApp numbers. Then I'm going to give you the regulatory and compliance, the RIC number, the Regulatory Industries Commission's number. That's a set of numbers I'm going to give you. Then I'm going to give you Jonathan's number. Now, the important thing here is that you're not calling Jonathan to climb up and fix the street light or to deal with the neighbor who's stealing current. Everybody understand? Right. Also, I do these sessions throughout the country. So, just like when I'm doing it here, I cannot answer the phone. So what I recommend is that you send out WhatsApp. Everybody okay? And don't try that. I see all with smartphones, so you know how to use WhatsApp. Right? So you're sending it. My number is 396-8371. 396-8371. The reason why I brought that up is because you can message me and I will send you the application form via WhatsApp. So that way you don't have to go into the office to get it. Everybody understand? Everybody okay? Good. Anybody have any questions? Again, called Sue. We're really getting old, boy. Now, under the same Ministry of Public Utilities, there's something called the Utilities Assistance Program. The Utilities Assistance Program has something called Electrification Program. Let me try to give a scenario of how this is applicable. Now, let's say that I am living in DB and I am at the back and of a trace here, and the main road is about 150 yards away from me. TNTech is responsible to give you a supply when you're within 50 yards. 50 yards of our transformers and poles, right? Our connection. However, if you are beyond the 50 yards, there's something called capital contribution that may be applicable. The reason why they have something called capital contribution, let's just say Jonathan living at the bottom of the street, and TNTech has to run all the lines, poles, and transformers to get to Jonathan. You realize there's a lot of money that is spending to serve one customer. Makes sense, right? However, that cost is expensive. It can go up to about $75,000, depending on the distance. Now, the government, under the electrification program, has made some provisions where you can make the application once your household income is less than $10,000 for them to pay the money that will fit the cost in order to bring the supply to you. Everybody understand? Right? So this is under the electrification program. The government can pay for the capital cost to get the current from point A to point B when it's beyond 50 yards. More information on the capital contribution and the electrification program, you could call me and I will talk to you about it. And this affects several families throughout Trinidad and Tobago, especially in the rural communities. Everybody okay? Anybody have any questions? How many people know what they're paying for when you get a TNTech bill? It seems like a silly question, eh? You know what you're paying for when you get a bill? You know you'll see the bill, and you'll see numbers and words on it, but you understand what it means? But then why are you paying it? Because you get cut. It's our responsibility to make sure and empower you all for you all to understand how things work. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't get too boring, and I don't want it to get too technical. So I'm going slow, and if I'm boring you, say, Jonathan, stop, right? But this is important. So, when we bill, we consider something called kilowatt. Kilowatt hours, right? You would see that on any of your bills. For those who have it on email, you can pull it up now and you'll see it. Kilowatt hours. Kilo in mathematics generally means 1,000. Watt is power consumption, right? That is a unit of power. And hours, well, self-explanatory, right? But that's how long you would have used something. Everybody okay so far? Right. Let me tell you how this comes into play. So we're going to use Margaret and John. Margaret and John sit down home, relaxing, watching Wheel of Fortune. Quotes come on with an ad talking about a dual washer and dryer. You know the nice rose gold one that is stuck on top of each other? That's about $17,000, right? Good. So now Margaret rub John's head and say, oh God, John, that's a nice thing, eh? That room we do the extension on. That would look nice there, you know? Give him a little kiss on the cheek and say, oh God, went and cook a nice pilau with all kind of potato salad and things. So John started to feel sweet now. John go on and push the little money in the card in the ATM, withdraw the 17,000 and they're going down to courts. Now they're going down to courts and they buy this dual washer and dryer. Everything seemed to be good, right? Margaret find the washer and dryer would be sexy in the corner because they just paint the room white and the throw pillows is the same color and all kind of rubbish, right? John now, he just wanted to please the woman, so naturally he went and buy the washer and the dryer. Now for the people in the audience, well, I have to tell the truth, how much clothes you think John is wearing John is not going to work, John is retired. How much clothes is John wearing in a week? Am I wrong in assuming that John would normally have 2 underwears and he will stay in that for the entire week? You see? Right. Then on top of that now, Margaret she may change her dress every day once they don't have to go anywhere, right? So let us just say that's 7 articles of clothing that they have. Right. Now when they put that bundle of 7 articles of clothing to wash, the electricity and the power that is pulling is very high because she buy the nice expensive $17,000 one. The wattage for that 17,000 washer dryer, using an arbitrary figure, could be something like, let's just say 500 watts. But she like it because she like the color and it's going with the room. But it's 2 underwear and 5 dresses for the entire week, right? Now, similarly, that washer and dryer may have been outfitted for a bigger family, of a family of 5 or 6. That's why it has to be that big and that powerful. So those 7 articles of clothing that she's using there, compared to 45 that another family may be using, pulling the exact amount of current. See? But you buy it because it's nice. You ain't buy it because it fit for purpose. Because you could have buy a smaller one that would have generated less power and be less on your bill, on your energy consumption. But now the washing machine, they're shining nice, Margaret happy, and poor John now had to go into TTARP and try to remember what that TTARP fellow was saying on top of the stage. You see? Behind all your appliances will have the power rating. It's a little silver sticker. If you don't see the silver sticker, it is normally be ingrained into the plastic. Look at that when you're purchasing appliances, because it will give you an idea of what your kWh is and what your wattage is. Everybody okay so far? I hope I explained it and you wasn't too bored. Okay, good. Now, full disclosure, right? So anything I've given you here is public consumption, because I had to make sure I don't lose my job. Now, these are your current rates. I don't know who could see, but I'll try to explain it to you, right? So, your current rates for residential customers goes from 26 cents, 32 cents, and 37 cents. I don't want to bore you or confuse you, so I'm going slow, right? Just think about this, right? Between 1 and 400, you're paying 26 cents. Over 400, you're paying 400 to 1,000, you're paying 32 cents. And greater than 1,000, you're paying 37 cents. Everybody okay or I went too fast? Good. I hear I went too fast. All right, I'll go in one more time, right? So just think it's like it's from point A to point B, right? Right. So from point A to point B, 1 to 400 is 26 cents, right? From C to D, you would have paid 32 cents, right? And from E to F, you would pay 37 cents. Everybody understand? Right. The new rates look like this. You ain't reaching B yet, right? So you're in between A and B, and you would be paying 28 cents. Remember your lowest was 20? Right. Now you're paying 28. Similarly, your bill, your other range would have run from 401 to 1,000, right? Then you would have paid 32 cents. But now, let me just say you was on 300. How much you was going to pay before? 26 cents, good. But now if you're on 300, how much you paying? You're paying 40 cents. Because from 200 now to 700 is another range. You see? Yeah. You see? So, in addition to the rate increasing, the bands point A to point B has also increased, or been adjusted, I should say. So the bands have adjusted from 0 to 200, 201 to 700, 701 to 1,400. Before what you had was 1 to 400, 401 to 1,000 and over 1,000. What you were paying before was 26 cents, 32 cents, and 37 cents. What is proposed to pay is 28 cents, 40 cents, 54 cents, and 68 cents. Right. Now, believe it or not, the rates have not been applied. So it has not been applied. The rates are now in Parliament, and the government would have to give the final approval. This was recommended by the Regulated Industries Commission, the RIC. All I am here to do is to make sure you know what the rates are and where it reached. So it has not been applied. However, yes. Yeah, it will fluctuate. I'll send you. So it fluctuates based on the gap, on the band now. Right? But generally, it wouldn't go across more than 60. Yeah. Right. So, what I want you to understand, though, although the rates are proposed to increase, that Jonathan is not in control, I'm not in control, but the government and the RIC and the TNTEC have done the assessment, and this is what they came up with, and this is what is proposed. Now, yes. Right, so his comment is that our minister, our line minister said that there won't be an increase in the electricity rate this year. Right, but you hear what he said, right? This year. Good. What we're saying is, although these rates are proposed, we don't know when it will be implemented. My job is to make sure I equip you with the knowledge to know how to conserve electricity. So even when it's implemented, you don't feel a big shock. No pun intended, right? You don't feel a big shock in terms of the rate. Now, I'll give you examples of things we do that may make the bill go up. How much people have air conditioned units? Raise your hands. Keep the hands up. Keep the hands up. Who serviced the AC within the last 3 months? Put down the hands. Now you see everybody putting down the hands, but I know better. Most people, what they do is they will pay, let's just say the AC costs about $2,400. You buy the air conditioner and you install it. After you install it, the young boy calling you to service the AC. To service the AC runs from about $250 to $300. Plenty of people will say, well, why this young boy calling my phone only trying to take my money? Because that same money now could buy groceries and you feel the AC working fine because it's cold. So, most people what they'll do, duck him. They duck him 1 month and they duck him the next month. Now, Margaret and John sit down in the bedroom hugging up and the AC still cold. So they're happy, so they're rocking everything good. What they are not aware of is that the compressor outside, once it's not serviced properly, it does this. It keeps tripping on and off. See, every time the compressor trips, it's going to pull current, you see? So the filters need to clean. The AC needs to clean. So make sure if you have your air conditioning unit, you're servicing it religiously every 3 months. Similarly, another thing people do, they'll put the air conditioner on inside the room, and the doors and the windows have cracks in it. So the cold air going out and the hot air coming in. Then you might have a granddaughter who will put the air conditioner on 16, have a long pants, a socks and a jacket on and 3 blankets. When the AC could have gone to 24. You see what I'm talking about? Now these are the little things that will make a big difference. Similarly, people who bathe in warm or hot water, put your hands up. How long, for people who put their hands up, how long? Everybody okay? Yeah? Mike, yeah, right. So, for the people who bathe in the warm or the hot water, how long you bathing in for? Or how long is your shower? About 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I hear in 20 minutes, I hear in half an hour, I hear in an hour. No. I don't know what you're washing so, right? But no. Yeah, average bath time, it's supposed to be between 5 and 7 minutes. People who go in the bathroom and put on the hot water and they had a long day and they just, oh God, boy, today was hard. Because that soaking that you're doing is very expensive, eh? Keep the bath between 5 and 7 minutes, please. Everybody understand what I'm saying? I hear no. Oh Lord, all right. Another thing we do around Christmas time, Diwali time, New Year's, everybody will go in all the big groceries and buy everything. They're buying ham, turkey, all rotisserie chicken, and they stock up the fridge. So much that you're not seeing the back of the fridge. You ain't seeing the white in the back. It's just stuff in it. And you must be getting about 3 visitors for the entire season, right? What you have to remember is when you stock up that fridge, the fridge now is going to work extra hard to keep everything cold. So you're going to burn more electricity again. Some people who have electric stoves, the burner this small and the pot this big. Or the pot this big, or the burner this big and the pot this small. When you do that again, you're using it inefficiently. Something a lot of people will do, and I know it have a lot of guilty people here now, eh? You all go into bed listening to Sigoni News, reading the news for you. Yeah. And then you're waking up with 5 in the morning edition. So the whole night the TV on. And the TV just watching you whole night. Every night. You see the problem? Another important thing that you have to pay attention to. Once something is plugged into the wall, it is going to consume some electricity. Whether it is on or off. On or off. Now, I'll give an example. If this is the Lasco fan and the Lasco fan on, you think when you turn the Lasco fan off, you're not using any current. If the Lasco flag is plugged into the wall, you are using electricity. It is called phantom load. You can write it down and research it after, right? Phantom load. L-O-A-D. Phantom load. So electricity is still being consumed once. This question is if you have a UPS. Now, you could use something like a UPS or a power strip to plug things into. Now, once you take off that, you are consuming less. But remember, the power strip or UPS is also still plugged into the wall. However, it will be less than if everything was plugged in, but it will still use a minimal amount of power. You understand? Everybody okay? As we on the power strips that is selling the variety store and the mark surge protector, that's not a surge protector. That's the first thing. Secondly, what I don't want you to do is with the power strips, please do not plug your refrigerator, your microwave, and your freezer onto those strips. Those strips are rated for low load. So your charger, probably your hair curling iron or something, you could use it in that way, but not heavy duty machines. Everybody understand? Everybody okay so far? A lot of the things we do is because of our behavior. Now, many people would say that the bill will go up and you're being disadvantageous to them. And I'm not saying that TNTech may not have some problems, but far and wide, a lot of the responsibility relies on us as households. Now, you have to remember, we did things long time in a one way, and we're not doing that in the present. An example is, my mother would have ironed all my clothes for the week when I was going to school. Right. I'm a big man, and I'm in my own house now, and I iron to come here every day. See? You see the point? Sometimes, long time when you were building the houses would have been on pillars, so air could pass underneath, and then the top of the house would have a little circle where a window would open, with breeze would pass through. That would keep the house cool. We don't do that anymore. The house flat and lock up. So naturally, what you want? You want the air conditioner on. And then because of crime, what you would do is that most of your rooms in the house probably have one window. So it doesn't have cross ventilation, meaning that it doesn't have a window on this side, a window on that side where breeze is blowing through. So naturally, you have to put on the air conditioner. So let's just say a house, Jane went and she did an extension onto her house. Jane puts one window up. Jane is not going to get enough sunlight in the room. So she might turn on the bulb. When she turn on the bulb now, let's say she cooking or she moving up and down and she feeling hot. What she will ask the husband or the son or whoever will take her own money and put in an air conditioning unit. This is 11 o'clock in the day, the light on and the AC on. Then when it reaches in the night now, she can't take off the light because outside dark because she need to see, so the light remain on. And then you're not going to open the window because mosquito bite and you get dengue, so the AC is still on. So you realize how much hours would have passed and both the light and the air conditioner would have been on. You see? These are things that we do. Another thing we do is, a lot of people would be, let's use Margaret and John again. Both of them may be in their bedroom. But to fend off the bandits, they have all the lights on in different rooms. Because they feel like somebody home. And on top of that, they're using the wrong bulbs. The bulbs that they may be using are the incandescent bulb. Not to get too technical, all I'm talking about is the $5 yellow bulb. You see those $5 yellow bulbs? They consume a lot of energy, and it's mainly heat you're getting. Because if you put your hand by it, it's hot. But it's a little bit of light it's given. The LED bulbs, if you put your hand by it, it's not as hot, and it gives more light. But somebody might say, well, this costs $5 or $7, and that costs $40. So we as Trinidadians, what we going to do? We take the one for the 5 and 7. But if you realize it now, by the time the month or the 2 months pass, you would have spent enough money to put LED house bulbs through the entire house and save electricity. So you see all the yellow bulbs that you're using, the incandescent bulbs, I implore you all to please change it. Change all out. Because those bulbs burn a lot of electricity. TNTech did give bulbs, they gave 4. If they're given again, I really don't know, but I will ask. Right? Another thing, this is important and I have to move quickly, right? Your house should be inspected by the electrical inspectorate every 5 years. Your house should be inspected by the electrical inspectorate every 5 years. It costs roughly about $250 for the average house. So if you know you have a big Sawati house, don't look for it to pay no $200, right? You understand what I'm saying? Now the importance of this is for electrical safety, but it also impacts your bill. If the wires in the house are not working properly, the bill will go up. Because for the fan to turn on, it will require more power. Everybody understand? So please let someone check from the electrical inspectorate. You can go online and the number is there. I will also send it to you via WhatsApp. And get one of the inspectors to come and make sure that the house is safe and that the wiring is good so that you're not paying more than you're supposed to pay. Everybody understand? A simple thing again that we do when you're washing clothes, the weight of a jeans and the weight of a t-shirt is vastly different. Most people would put the jeans and the t-shirt together and bundle that in. Is that people doing that, eh? And when you wash that or dry it, it's not going to wash or dry in the most effective way. So what you might have to do is either wash it again or dry it again. And sometimes it will have a smell. But remember, if you have to wash another cycle, you're burning more electricity again. What you should have done is batch all the heavy clothes together and all the light clothes together. You see? You would think that's common knowledge, but people don't do that. A lot of people, because of the hustle and bustle that they have every day, they'll just throw everything in. Do you understand? Anybody have any questions so far? Yes. Yes. So now, the one last tip I want to give you all, the opening and closing of the fridge. That is one of the chronic things that will burn electricity. Now, John will go and open the fridge and look to see what it have. And he rocking looking to see what it have. And you're quarreling with John. Right? Good. Then, Marvin, your grandson, running now, and he opening the fridge to take out juice and close it back. Then he open and pour in water. Then he open to take a chocolate and he put it back. And you're both of me, Marvin, what stupidness you doing? So you're both John and Marvin. Then you now come in and open the fridge and wait at the cook. And you lean in so. You see? Then you might open the fridge and then take out the carrot, close it back. Then open the fridge, take out the celery, close it back. Take out the lettuce, close it back. You see? And this is why the bill will go up. Now, we crunched for time. So I have to stop. But there's a lot of other things that I think that you all have to know. So I will try to see if I could negotiate another session to come back in order to deliver a better presentation, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, well, I know your heads are full. So as Jonathan said, he will be back. He have to come back to us because we need a lot more information. This electricity is so, I am really scared of electricity. I have a phobia about that. So we need to get it right so we don't end up fires. So Jonathan, thank you. Yes, and we look to it again. Thanks again.
Yes, we will try to get him back. I know he has a schedule, but you just did part A, so don't forget Purple Diamond's coming to you for part B. Okay, so we're going to have Mr. Mackenzie now will do the intro for this, and I thank the gentleman in that. Mr. Mackenzie, I thank the gentleman, Mr. Mutila, in advance because I know we had a scheduled time, but we had some incidents to
And introducing you to our next guest, Mr. Andy Motilal. He's a teacher at Pleasantville Secondary East San Fernando East Secondary School. The principal there is Ms. Patricia Pitts, and she has graciously loaned him to us. This is his lunch period, and he's here to, because it's the carnival season, and he's a performing arts teacher, performing arts and music teacher. He's going to give us a little intro into the extempo art form. Because the time is shortened, he has volunteered to come back. So it will be we are going to do part 1 today, and he told me he's going to give you homework. So we are going to do part 2 probably on the 21st when we come for our curry cue. So by that time, we may have an extempo competition. So without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Motilal. We need 2 volunteers to hold the mic. 2 mics. Herbie, you will volunteer to hold a mic. Where's Mr. Braffett? Mr. Braffett, we need another mic.
We're going to do a little exercise. When I do so, you all have something to say. So when I do so, you all going to say this after me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All you know the thing, man. All right? Very good. We get our mind working. To learn how to Santi Manite, the art of doing extempo is about having a good flow. You can discuss any topic, thinking fast, your brain must click. Knowledge of the topic is the key to flowing smoothly. 2, 3. So, that was your little, what we call in teaching. Okay, students, settle down, settle down. That is what we call in the teaching fraternity, in the teaching parlance, your set induction to the art of extempo. In part 1 of this lesson today, I will give you a bit of the history, and then I will be putting you all into volunteer groups where I'm going to be showing you how you do a simple 8-bar version of the extempo using the Santi Manite rhythm. So let's get into the history of the extempo art form, ladies and gentlemen. So what is extempo? Extempo is a vibrant and dynamic musical art form that has deep roots in the cultural tapestry of Trinidad and Tobago. It is a form of improvised poetry, oral tradition intertwined with calypso music. Where did it come from? Extempo's origins can be traced back to call and response singing traditions in Africa that were brought to the Caribbean by enslaved Africans. These traditions involve spontaneous exchanges of verses and witty responses based on what happened on the plantation that particular day. How did it evolve? In the 18th and 19th centuries, with the evolution of calypso genre, it absorbed many of these African traditions into the calypso and the extempo art form. What was extempo used for? Extempo evolved to talk about social issues, political satire, storytelling, anything that happened on the day. Pekong, all you know the term pekong? What does the term pekong mean? Mobelang, I hear somebody say mobelang. Old talk, very good. When you have light-hearted and playful insults, and it involves a quick-witted exchange between 2 or more individuals. Okay? So what do we need in order to do this? Now, I could have come with the guitar today and play, and then you say, oh God, every time I have to do a little extempo, I have to get somebody playing guitar, I have to go up on YouTube. No. I came and I specifically clapped for you all to show you all that you can do extempo simply with a quarter beat of your hands, knowledge of a particular topic, and using an 8-bar verse, which was demonstrated in the set induction, followed by oh God, yeah, that's the best instrument, your voice. So I am going to distribute some handouts now, where I'm going to be putting you in little groups, and we are going to discuss how we can do a simple version of the Santi Manite. So can I have some volunteers from each row? First row, second row, third row, and you don't have to be to the front of the class. I need some volunteers from right through. Let's discuss how we're doing this. Volunteers, well, if you could do by row, entire row can volunteer. 1, 2, 3, 4 people in a row, or 5 as they sit down there, they can work together. Distribute all the volunteers. Come on, all don't jump at once, students. Come on. So while the handouts are being distributed to our wonderful volunteers, to do extempo, you must have knowledge of a topic. So when I'm coming back to judge all your competition, let's just say they say the topic at that day is the police commissioner. But you know what's going on with the police commissioner. You still think the police commissioner is doing gigs. You can't come and think the extempo because you would not have the knowledge and information in order to do it properly. So the first thing we need to do if we are doing that, and I think as you all are beginning the extempo genre, it's good for the judges, or it's good for them to give you all some topics to do research on. Okay? Because this is not something, we's not gypsy and we's not lingo, we's not Brian London, we could just come off the bat. So we give you some topics and you go and read. So knowledge is the first thing we have to do. And when we read, ladies and gentlemen, we have to practice first in front of a mirror. You practice in front of a mirror, but what are you practicing? We're practicing to rhyme. So does everybody, most people have a handout now? Yeah? So we have some sample word bunches for 8-line verse bar for a verse in extempo in front of you here. Let's repeat these words for me, please. What's the first word we seen on the paper, everybody? Right? Blessedly, repeat after me. Casualty, community, let's go. Ecstasy, fearly, mentally, gloomily, intelligently, obscenely, good, legacy, legendary, morality, precisely. So why is it important that we have these word bunches with similar words? Well, if you would have noticed when I would have started the extempo, we had a lot of the different lines flowing into each other in a seamless way. We here today to learn how to Santi Manite. The art of doing extempo is about having a flow. So the words have to rhyme with each other, yes? You have a 4-bar verse there. The first line and second line must correspond. Similarly, the third line and the fourth line must correspond. So you're seeing I put those word bunches there in groups for us, any topic, to try and see how we can work and brainstorm together to come up with, if you want to use, for the want of a better word, an improvised version of extempo. Because we have to learn to crawl and creep before we learn to fly. Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we see some other words there underneath. Let's repeat from free. Let's go 2, 3. Free, yes. So, just off the top of your head, you go, one day I was making tea, and I look and see a boboli. You understand what I'm saying? So that is what we are trying to work in groups with the word bunches that I've given you to try and create a 8-line bar verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It just as you see on the paper, and we end off by saying da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Santi Maniti. Right? So we have our word bunches in front. I'm going, so it's group work now. Part of being a good student, you have to learn to work in groups. So in your groups, I want us to discuss how we can create now an 8-line verse, any topic, it doesn't matter. All right? And you don't have to use the specific words that I've put in the word bunches. If you want to use some other rhyming words that are not on the paper, that you're free to do that. So we're doing that for 15 minutes, and then we're going to hear some brave souls, some good volunteers to see what they have done. So let's get into our groups now and start our group work. In a couple minutes, I feel I'll get some good extempo here, man. Seen some good work being done. We have about 5 more minutes. We'll give you about 5 more minutes. And then we will hear the offerings of our students, okay? Well, everybody shy, so come, let me go. Come. Let's group. Let's get this group a round of applause. All you. Come on. Make some noise. Stop. Let me see what they have. Come on. Come on, don't be shy. I will tell you. Come on. I want to hear from some of the groups. And practice makes perfect. Remember that. One, two, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, let's go. Right, and we have?
Lestran.
Let's give a round of applause to our brave duo for me, please. Extempo. Take a deep breath. So, let's get a little clap going for me, everybody. Slow.
You started.
Santi Manite.
Don't you think it obscenely? They arrest the commissioner hastily, but all of us that could see, she now out free. And the sickness come and pass, and she's still the head of the class. Now she can stay home and drink some tea. She don't have to flee.
Santi Manite. One more brave group, come on. I saw some really good. God, look all of them. Head of the class, boy. Oh, God. You ever hear about the student? The dedicated student? Anybody the home? Yes, sir, don't do the homework. You have to finish the sentence. I'm excited to hear this one. And all those who didn't get a chance, you're going to get copies of the document, and you will try to do an 8-bar verse for me for homework. Research any topic. Let's see, we have here, set along children. Let's go. And we have on stage
Yvonne
and
Arlene.
All right, let's get them a round of applause.
Well, Ola, we hear you in trouble. Benjamin tried to bust your bubble. He say you commit a crime, like they want you to do sometime. Miss Ella said to just shut your mouth and let the justice take its route. Next time, make sure and double check your facts to ensure you don't get axed.
Yeah. Make some noise, stop. Oi. We have talent. Here. All right. So for homework, children, students, all those who did not submit their assignment, when I come back for part 2, we're going to have it more in a more informal setting where I could come and work with the groups, hear what you want to talk about, what trouble in your mind, what you want to use the extempo to therapy to talk about, and you could maybe choose who you want to work with in your groups. So your members, your leaders will tell you when the part 2 of the workshop will be, and as I'm seeing that we have facilities, I'll bring a projector next time so we can delve a little more. So I want to thank you all for your time and your patience. It was my pleasure being here. All right, okay, all right, one more for the road, one more for the road. Let's get a round of applause.
is our first time at this, right?
Yes, right.
We hear the PM Rowley, choose someone to replace he. Can we say we satisfied? Minister of Energy can cut the crime. We feel the Chinese man will cut everything, even my carnival costume. But I'm begging him to leave a bit of cloth to cover my front and my behind.
Come on, all right.
All right, well, don't run away, Mr. Monilal. Come back. Motilal. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to Mr. Motilal. Yes, and he's going to be back to do part B. So thanks again, and thank you, and have a good time. Thank you.
Right, you've been so patient. We're going one time. As they say, we're not sticking. One time. Mr. Ansel Valley, come on up, please. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Motilal. Teacher to teacher, I love what you're doing. Your classes must be very interesting. Thank you. Now, Ansel, as you know, a regular, always here. He said he's going to come. While we're doing that, we will be serving refreshments. Remember, stay where you are, please. So I will ask the persons who are in charge of refreshments to start serving. But in the meantime, Ansel Valley just told me, I can't go up with them. I'm a real boss at Extempo. So let's see how we're showing off that. Anna Mahes, just come down here quickly, please. People with birthdays, I almost forgot. Rush it, run. Mr. Valley is going to sing happy birthday while you distribute.
What? It's all kind of thing I'm doing today. Hi, Miss Mahes. All right, wow, okay. Well, I guess I'll go pa-da-da-dum, pa-dum, pa-da-da, pa-da-ba-dum. I just mentioned that I could extempo. That put on the spot by Mrs. Ocho. She tell me come up here and do something quick. But I tell her, Miss Ocho, I real fantastic. When it come to this, I don't play at all. When I finish extempo, then woman go ball. But you know, say right now I had time to play because this woman had the card for happy birthday. What? No! Give me the names. I'll do the names in extempo. Let me do, I'll call the names in extempo. Oh, 1 minute. Sorry, my bad.
So I hope that this card brings you love, encouragement, a smile on your face, happy vibes throughout your special day and years to follow. Sandy Money. Can I call Miss Angela Roberts? We have Anne-Marie Kwan Chan. Miss Teresa George Morris. Miss Patricia Taylor. Miss Anissa Imandi. Miss Patricia Placid. Miss Adina Williams Bristol. Mr. Carlos Green. Miss Cohen Timothy. The better half, Miss Cynthia Timothy. Yes. Jacqueline Burgess. Miss Brenda Marcel. Mr. Samuel Edwards. Miss Veronica Ford. Miss Patricia Taylor. Mr. Carlos Green. Yes. Ford. Yes, Ford.
Thank you, Anna. All the birthday people, could you stand, please, so we could salute you together? I know they could sing, so I'm going to have Mr. Valley, as usual. You say you could sing anything, so let's see how you do there. All the birthday people for this month, born in the month of Valentine, the love month. All the people for this month. Mr. Valley, you know you can a cappella, you know, don't try that.
We just sing the happy birthday song. Assalamu alaikum. We sing the happy birthday song to everybody. Which happy birthday song we doing? We have our birthday today. We have our birthday today. We have our birthday. We have our birthday. We have our birthday. I'm not hearing you. Sing. What? What are you clapping? We have our birthday. We have our birthday. Purple Diamonds. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Big finish. Happy birthday to you, Teresa. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Right. You may have your seats. No. Miss Ocho said how to sing. No. There is a reason why I'm giving the 250 tickets to people from this Purple Diamond. You see how all they get on here today? You see the kind of energy? You see the love? That's what I like in my events. You see how this woman here pushed me away from the mic? Or she come back again. Hold on. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Herbert DeGans. Herbert DeGans, happy birthday to you. You see? You see how she reach and just take over? Them is the kind of mothers I need in my Mother's Day concert. Because this is Herbert. Hey, look at Herbert. Yes. Put your hands together for Mr. DeGans once more. So far, I want to thank you. Already getting text messages about 30 tickets done gone already. Make sure somebody asks for 4, somebody asks for 5. Thank you very much. But let me give you a sense of what's going to happen on that Mother's Day concert. Because it's my 25th celebration, I put in 2 concerts in one. are doing the retro concert and the Mother's Day concert one time. I want to give out about 100 door prizes because I really want people to be happy. And this is the music, some of the music that we're going to sing. Mr. Rapid, pop the volume. And I hope you're ready, you know. Are we ready? Let me know, this side and song is ready. Hold on. Hold on, Mr. Rapid. Hold on. Wait, right, wait there. This side, high. Here will be what? The grandstand. Grandstand, are you ready? Grandstand. This had to be north. North stand, are you ready? Skinner Park! All right. So when I tell you, one thing I have to mention, because of the price reduction, I could only offer this ticket for 1 week. When it's gone, it's gone. The real price of this concert is $400 and $450 at the door. So the $250 is only for this week. I can't hold it no more. Take it, call your friends. When it's done, it's done. Let go, pop the volume. Right there. All right. From top on top. Right, good. We're going back in times in the concert. Let me see if we know it. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow. Where? For me. I want to hear Skinner Park. Let me hear. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly. Where? You know how to do something? Get what? The man, he just come and teach me how to extempo. So I'm going to do that and show you I have the flow. I'm going to use this chorus to big up me show. So everybody come also. Let me sing. Whoa, whoa, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go. Where? No. Say, Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly. Where? My love is hot. You know that one? Let me see if you know this one. Let me see if you know this one. Volume, Mr. Brad. I don't know much about it. I don't know much biology. I hear you. I don't know much about history. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you... Oh, what a wonderful world this will be. And I don't know much about geography. Don't know much trigonometry. I don't know much about algebra. Oh, no. Don't know what a sine rule is for. Oh, but I know that 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, oh, what a wonderful world it would be. Wow. Only know this one? If you know this one, we should be dancing. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Now in my concert, always I dancing, you know. So when it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Purple Diamonds, help me sing. Come on. I guess you say what can make me feel this. Sing it. Oh. Talking about, I see the dancing stuff. We go in Motown. We go in Motown. Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to know who in that Mother's Day concert. Who I seeing there for sure? I seen you. Yes, I know. Well, I know I seen you. Sing. When the night, sing, is come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. Oh, yeah. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by. Skinner Park, let me hear you. Stand by me. Oh, Grandstand, how you doing? Stand by me. Stand by me. Hey, hey. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, and the mountain, I like that, that's the dance section. Put your hands together for the dancers. Oh my gosh, Purple Diamonds, love your energy. I won't cry, no I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by. Everybody sing with me, let's go. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Yeah. Woo. I need people standing up. This concert, we're in the concert now. Come. We're going to have a fantastic time on Mother's Day. Come up, let's go. Oh, one night, late December back in '63, what a very special time for me. I remember what a night. I see the electric slide there. I see you already. Oh, what a night. You know I didn't even know her name, but I would never ever be the same. What a lady, one night. If you know, sing it with me. And oh, I got a funny feeling when she walked into the room, and I remember thinking it ended too soon. Ladies sing. Hypnotizing, mesmerizing me. She was everything I thought she'd be. What a lady, one night. So even as we get ready, remember to send that text. Text the number so I can get your tickets to you, so we can have a fantastic time for Mother's Day. Whoa, hey, yeah. Yeah. Can we clap our hands? Everybody clap your hands like this. Yeah. I love the dancing. That's why I need TTARP there. And oh, what? Got a funny feeling when she walked to the room. And I remember thinking it ended too soon. Say, hypnotizing, mesmerizing me. She was everything I thought she'd be. What a lady, one night. Everybody, let me just wave. Take a wave, 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 take a wave. Oh, Purple Diamonds, I need you to come true. Sing. Oh, do 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 do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ansel. Oh, what a night! Listen, before you leave, turn to somebody next to you and tell them, don't let the man come and sing up his whole life and sweat down the place and he ain't come be considered. Tell the person next to you, I have my ticket, get your ticket. I need 200 Purple Diamonds in my show. Don't let this be attended by Faizabad group and Princeton group are going up to Arima as well. TTARP in San Fernando is my home branch, even though as an honorary member. I just make myself an honorary member. Once more, I want to say thank you for your time. I want to say thank you for Miss Ocho and the new leadership. They are doing a fantastic job. Please put your hands together for Miss Ochoa. It's been great. God bless you. Send the text 337-6437 this week, and let's get it done.
Thank you so much for attending. New members, before you go to PR, just want all of you in front here, the new members. So just take a minute. The PRO wants to have you right in front here, all the new members. Thank you. Get home safely. Blessings. Thank you for being here.